What's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we got a nice little live stream for you guys. Nothing too crazy. Wait, was that somebody in the background? Nah, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Bad. What about you, Jay?
can't hear him.
You can't hear me? All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yep. All right, bad. Welcome to the stream, guys. As you guys come in, you guys know to leave a like. We're going to be talking about 3 narratives today that we're bullish on going into the next bull market. Of course, I got a poll for you guys down there. Which narrative you guys are bullish on with 4 choices: AI, Dpin, RWAs, and gaming. And I feel like gaming is probably going to win out, but I'm not going to talk about gaming today because that is just too easy to talk about. So let's get right into it. Where are we right now? If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do. We're on the road to 20K subscribers, right? And if you guys want to get into some upcoming projects, private sales, you guys already know. Join that Discord first. Ask your questions on how the Patreon works. If you guys want to get into some upcoming projects, private sales, of course. And that supporter tier is just that, a supporter tier. You get some of the calls I make. I don't make too many calls because I'm not a trader. I don't trade in and out of coins because of tax purposes. So the best value you get is just for the private sales, essentially, when it comes down to the Patreon. Of course, we got Jay here today. You want to shout yourself out, Jay?
What up, everybody? It's Jay Everything Currency. Y'all go ahead and follow the channel. Join my Telegram. Let's get it.
And of course, we got our guy Zoe as well. Shout yourself out, Zoe.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lorenzo from Crypto Zoe. Just trying to help people make money in the space.
Those are the guys that normally come on the channel. We try to have a nice little discussion for you guys. Get your input as well. And let's get right into it, man. Bitcoin today is sitting at 41K. I don't know if you guys think we're coming back down to 35. You guys let me know how you guys feel about this as of right now.
Me personally, we go to 35. I'm seeing lower prices, so I want us to hold right here around 39. On my chart, I'll say 39K is our first support level that we need to hold.
Okay. What about you, Zoe? I know you personally don't really care. Just want to just ask you.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to it. I mean, of course, if it goes lower, we get a sale, get some lower prices, but I don't see them really letting it go that low, especially with the ETFs, going on, and they want to attract investors to get into the ETFs. So I don't think they're gonna let it go too much lower.
Fair enough. I'm hoping we hold that 40K. I'm hoping we do. If we go down, that's fine because we get a decent buying opportunity on some of our favorite alts. So let me just check out some of the comments here. Primetime says, EA, what's up, man? And Rebel says, what's up, guys? What's up?
What up?
Anthony, this is the first time I seen you on the stream. I know you've been commenting on my Twitter. What's good, Brody? John, be nice now, Rand. Chill. That's my favorite picture of this whole entire bull market we going into. You're gonna see it on every stream. I haven't even saved on my phone. That's how much I like it. Greg says, whoop whoop. Anthony, we're gonna need your opinions on some altcoins, man. We're gonna need your opinions on some altcoins. Everyone, that goes for everyone. That goes for everyone, man.
Yeah,
so top gainers and losers today. Top gainers and top losers. This to me is interesting today because it seems like we're seeing a narrative kind of pop off. If you guys look at the top gainers right now, you got API 3 up 63%. You got Pyth or whatever you guys want to call it up 21%. Parsec 21%. I think that's the 3. And those are all Oracle plays. I want to ask you guys, do you guys think Oracle's going to be making a comeback at some point in time?
Yes. Now I don't know about it having like a mainstream narrative like it had before, but I think it's gonna have more of like a utilization type of bull run, if that makes sense.
Yep. What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, the same things like you said. I mean, retail is probably not going to be the most excited about it, but definitely, especially they're going to push Pyth. So
yeah,
the competitive chain link and the whole Solana ecosystem, all of them. So yeah.
It was actually pretty interesting to see Oracles come up again. I don't feel like no one's going to be really talking about it too much, but I think this could be a good narrative coming up very soon. I told you guys my favorite Oracle coming up this bull is Super Oracle. I think that's going to be the second best Oracle this whole bull market. But also what's interesting what you see is probably one of my favorite RWA plays up here, up 30%, sitting at 60 cents as of right now. I told you guys, this is going to be the Zillow of crypto, Zillow of Web3, has a working product, has sold some homes already. So it's good to see this up here. And what else do we got here? Joystream. Ronin is getting a lot of talks from all the Web3 gamers. Pal is up here. Router Protocol. I love this thing. I love seeing this thing at $8 right now.
Yeah, I love Router Protocol, man. I've been in that thing for a minute. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. If you guys paid attention to that video that I made, maybe sometime last year, I talked about how to become a millionaire with Router Protocol. It was sitting at $2. So right now it's at $8. It's pretty good. It's chugging up there. It's going to be in the space with whole interoperability plays when it comes down to layer 0, Axler, Chainlink. There's a lot of interoperability protocols coming out. Even Wormhole is coming out very soon. Centropy is up here in the Dpin narrative. This is good to see here, and I'll be talking about Dpin today. But outside of that, if you guys know, X has finally launched a payments account on their X, page. So payments is coming to X very soon. How do you guys feel about this right now?
Payments X.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
What you said, Zo? I didn't hear you.
No, I said that's gonna be dope. I mean, especially a lot of people on the platform already don't like, censorship and stuff like that. So a lot of people is, really backing the line and stuff. And to make Twitter a place where you can do money transfers and payments and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm actually excited to see the development for X right now, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting in the long run as far as like the data that they get, and also if they're going to allow what type of currencies they're going to allow on that app. Because Twitter is people use it all over the world, right?
Yeah, when I saw it, first thing I automatically thought about was Doge. What is going to be happening with Doge?
Right.
Is that going
to be? Already said he was putting Doge on there. Like he actually said it.
Yeah, so the people probably prepare for that. People probably got their longs ready on Doge right now. So it's gonna be interesting. Greg says Space Ape is up 25%. What the heck is Space Ape? Do you guys know about Space Ape?
I don't know about Space Ape.
Okay. Anthony says Route is my second biggest bag. Okay, that's good. You up nicely.
Yeah.
Since under $1, that's huge. And Doge will go up. What's your first biggest bag, Anthony? What's your first biggest bag? I think it's Relio, if I'm not mistaken. And Jay says, can you stake? That's fun. I'm sure you can. Well, not stake it in the sense of like getting some returns off of it. I think you could just stake it just for whatever projects is coming out, pretty much. And Anthony says EO. I think you meant Rio. Yeah, Relio. And okay. This is nice right here. Manta just came out, but they have been harmed with a DDoS attack already during the token issuance. And I don't know if you guys heard. I just heard about this in my Discord. Somebody screenshotted this for me and says Manta Network is facing money laundering allegations following the BitDumb listing. Now, Zoe, I know you love Manta, so I need to hear your opinions on this. I know you told me earlier you didn't hear about it, but I want to know what you guys think about all of this situation right now.
Man, it's definitely not a good look. I'm gonna have to look into it, but in the same time, I feel like the crypto space only care about making money. So if they think they can make money behind it, they're gonna probably stick with it anyways. But I'm gonna have to look deeper into this, because I missed that news.
What about you, Jay? If you got any opinions on it?
About the attacks or anything, I don't really have too much opinions on it. I just think it's pretty interesting what happened. I'm gonna watch out for airdrops like Manta in the future. That's about it.
Yeah, it didn't really shake it up too much. I'm like, it's been holding this price like steady. Really, nothing's really going to happen with this. I'm hoping it comes down a little bit so I could get it some cheaper prices.
Right.
I don't know if we're gonna get it too low. I don't even think it's gonna go below 500 million. To be honest with you, things is looking too good for Manta. And then there's a new EIP standard coming out here for tokenization, RWA tokenization right now. So this is going to be more so the standard, also known as the T-Rex, which is Token Regulated Exchange Standard for modification of ERC20. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I think there was also another EIP standard created mainly for RWAs. I forgot. I couldn't find it to pull it up for you guys. But how do you guys feel about RWA so far, and how the space is actually moving to focus a little bit on RWAs?
I love it. I love how tokenization is like a buzzword that's coming up again. Like when I first got in crypto, tokenization was the new thing, right? Like you can tokenize stuff. And now that they're talking about it in like bigger and better ways, oh yeah, for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more bullish on it. Like I said, it wasn't one of the narratives I was keeping up with a lot, but yeah, this is definitely going to be the thing.
I do think that that's going to be a narrative that's going to heat up and probably blow up RWAs for real. I see in the comment here, Greg says Hedera ecosystem meme coin. Greg, you might be new to the channel. I don't care about meme coins. That's an evolving door that just keeps opening. There's new meme
Hedera
coins every day.
ecosystem, let's go though. Hedera ecosystem's fire though.
They need to find some way to bring some hype to the Hedera ecosystem. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And Greg says you can stake it for our ARP, APR. So yeah, that's for S Fund. Buy the FUD and 270-day lockup for 11%. I'm not locking my S Fund up for 270 days for 11%. Nope, not me. The scandals, yeah, as it is when you get the best buys. But Manta seems unfazed by it, and seems like you just comment this all the time. I do love inspect, but you don't need to comment it all the time, my guy. All right, let's continue on here. Now, this seems to be the hottest news within the past few days here is the Satoshi VM launch.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get you guys' opinion on this one, because if you guys don't know, they did their IDO on Ape. Ape seems to be getting a lot of hate. I said hate, a lot of hate. But they also did their IDO on Bounce, and some influencers behind, some influencers that got paid in Satoshi VM are getting some hate too, because they seem to have dumped their tokens, and people have been tracking them as they dump their tokens. Now, Satoshi, if you guys don't know, was selling at 5 cents from IDO prices, and it got up to about 13. Well, CoinGecko shows about 13.40. I think it got to $16. I don't know. On like the CoinGecko terminal, it showed that it was there, but here it shows that it hit $13.40. So as you can do the math, that's over 200x gain from IDO, and those people are hating on them for dumping. What do you guys think about this right now? I need to get your opinions.
Go ahead. I'll let you go ahead and go first though.
Well, I mean, we can say what we want, but most people looking for 100x. So if they get over 100x, they're gonna pull out. And I know a lot of us say, well, if they would just held on to it, they could have got a 400,000 or 500,000x. But different types of investors. So they got over 100x. I can't really blame them. Now the stuff about the influences that was paid in it, it's a little bit different. I can see why people are upset. But I mean, that's what we here to make money. I mean, the game is not fair, so I think people keep expecting this to be fair, and nobody's gonna make money if we all just friends and they got to make the money. So yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, that's
go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, that's a very good point, man. I think I agree with everything that you said. I think it's really weird for people to get upset at influencers for dumping their coins, but also expect the team to do marketing. I think people need to have a little bit of more understanding about how business works. But also, I know a lot of influencers didn't dump, and the ones who didn't dump is going to have fun. You know what I mean?
Ooh, hold on. I see a nice little comment.
I see that
here.
comment came in right there.
Ooh, Satoshi VM is a scam. BTC does not support smart contracts. Now, I don't know all the logistics. I don't know how it's about to happen. Do you guys have an opinion on this, or do you know something better than I do?
Look up Taproot. I like I said, I don't know as much about it as maybe you do or some other people do, but I would say Taproot was supposedly what started this whole ordinals BTC thing for people to be able to just put more logic on the Bitcoin blockchain. So you can put more logic on the blockchain on Bitcoin. So is Satoshi VM a scam? I don't know. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, if it's a scam, it's a scam. People already made their money off of it.
Right.
People got in at 5 cents and wrote it up and just made a lot of money. I told my guys, I didn't make an official call. I wrote exactly, not an official call. This was like around $3 to $4 or so. I said not an official call, but I think Satoshi is still a good trade as of right now. And I traded it. Made a little 2x bag and some change. Nothing too crazy. Of course, I lost it the next day for a hack that I was dumb about. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I think this is going to be someone's always going to be trading scams, and they're going to be able to make money off of scams. We'll find out in the future if it's a scam. As of right now, we can't say anything until the development happens. And I love YouTube says great Discord and a way to get into private sales. Yep. One of my guys is here. He's been getting into a lot of private sales with me. So, and GraphLink up 40% today. Great AI project. We're going to look at some of the projects that you guys are bringing up. Last stream, you guys brought up some good ones. I won't lie. Some great ones. Inspect a good buy right now. I think is it? Where's Inspect right now?
I don't know. I'm going to look at that right now for you.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Good buy right now, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at this chart, yeah.
It ran up to 34, back to like its previous high, and now it's coming back down to 25 cents. I think it's going to be a good buy for a while, to be honest with you. This thing under $1, well, under 50 cents is better buy. Under 50 cents is a great buy. If you get it right now, you sitting pretty good. Even if you got it past 3 months, if you guys know, and it went from that little lull that it had from 15 cents. Of course, a lot of different influencers talked about it, and it shot up. Now, as you guys may know, full transparency, me and some of my members are in this private sale, so we just sit back and let you guys market for us pretty much. That's how I do it. I don't need to talk about the coins all the time. I just watch you guys talk about it. It's fun for me. All right, so let's get into the first narrative, guys. I want to start off with Jay this time. What is going to be your narrative going into this 2024 bull market? Well, 2025, this entire cycle here. What do you think is going to be a hot narrative that you're focusing on?
So the narrative that I'm kind of focusing on is like it's an in between two narratives, actually between three narratives, but the primary focus is like AI. And the reason why I'm focusing there, I think the tokenization of data for AIs is a narrative that is big even outside of crypto, right? All these AI companies are going to, like, what people don't even know is like people are mining like AI data, how people mine Bitcoin with big ass mining centers to mine this data. And there's a lot of companies that are in, that type of field of mining AI data. So one of the first tokens that I was looking at in that regard is AIT protocol. And
I just forgot I forgot what the letter was. I was waiting for it. Go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, AIT. And basically it's like, well, like, of course we like the good partnerships. We want to see who's using it, but they're tokenizing data for blockchains. And I just think that those are a couple things, like, just it has all the buzzwords already. They got the money. They're even partnered with Manta. They're partnered with Layer Zero, ZK Sync. So there's a bunch of dope things going on with this project, but I just think like overall that tokenization of data is going to be, something that's huge.
I actually do agree with this. I think AI itself is going to be primarily included in a lot of different narratives, whether it's gaming, they could find ways to use it in gaming with their, the bots, AI bots. You got RWAs that use AI. You got Dpin that use AI. Pretty much a lot of things in this space is definitely going to be using AI. So I do agree that this is going to be one of the big narratives, as of course a lot of people probably agree with the same. Yeah. Now, I haven't looked too much into AIT protocol. I do know it launched on Ape Terminal itself. So I have to look more into this, but I like this pick though so far.
Yeah, if you want to give a partnership with PAL AI too.
Go ahead, Zo. Go ahead.
I think they got a partnership with PAL AI too.
Yeah, they got a partnership with PAL AI, yeah.
And aren't they doing a launch pad too? Yep. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie. I want to ask you this question though, Jay. How you feel about pretty much every project going to pretty much somehow implement a launch pad?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Because there's a lot of there's too many projects. I already feel some of these projects need to team up and work together. But I see why they do it. Like people launch these launch pads, they launch domain name services. Those are all for funding. Like they need a way to get funding, and if they can get people to work on some projects on their thing, it's like a win-win for them.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Zoe? You still there, Zoe?
He might have got cut.
Wait, I think he just. Oh, you guys. I think he there. Can you hear me,
Okay.
Zoe? Let me see. Zoe, you can hear me? I think somehow he got cut off or
Yeah, he
something.
must have got cut or something.
Let me just DM him real quick.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, data is where it's at for me. I looked at my portfolio from the last run, and even though I was in a lot of different narratives, the ones that end up winning, they somehow tied back to the data narrative. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sold on that.
Yeah, okay. I think my mic is back now.
Okay, here we go.
there you go. Go ahead, Zoe.
No, I was just saying, I just think it's overkill. And to be honest, I mean, not that we could FUD this, but just like I think how everybody's doing airdrops, it's just like sometimes it's just overkill, man. Like everybody got launch pads, everybody doing airdrops. I don't think the launch pad thing, everybody, it's weird. It's too much.
I start getting irritated, bro. I'm like, be original. Like,
yeah, for real.
Be original. Y'all just like, oh, they're doing that over there. We must do the exact same thing too. Like,
what's funny is I did put out the tweet, and I did literally say that pretty much every project is going to include a launch pad. Now, the reason I don't really like that too much because some of these projects are launching already on a launch pad. So why would any an upcoming project launch on you, not the launch pad that you launched on?
That's what I'd be saying.
So to me, it didn't make sense, but I know it's going to happen. And then projects be launching when they do their IDO, they do it like on 4 different launch pads. I'm like, just stick to one good launch pad and you'll be straight. Not everyone needs to get into the project. Just make it a little bit exclusive. Like if you decide you want to launch on Cetify, you don't need to launch on DAO Maker or Ape Terminal. You can just launch on Cetify.
I agree with you, and I will say I kind of see that they have the launch pads are for different areas. Like this launch pad might be popular on the East Coast. This launch pad might be popular in Asia. This one might be popular in the UK. But I agree with you, man. Why are you launching on so many launch pads and all this stuff? You don't need a launch pad, airdrop farming, a private sale, and this and that, and you're coming up with a swap platform. Like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah. So this literally was also because Kyle here, as you guys know, from Paid Network, Master Ventures, he says the next narrative is IDOs. Because people have seen what SVM did, and that thing went numbers, right? Inspect did numbers. Some other ones did some crazy numbers as well. So I don't know. Do you guys think IDO narrative is going to be like here?
Who'd you say said that? That's actually that's a take.
That's Kyle. That's Kyle.
Yeah,
from Paid Network and Master Ventures.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his launch pad is already starting to go crazy because he has that Gunzilla node cell that's going to be happening on Paid Network. So it's up and up for them.
Oh yeah.
But in terms of AI, things is definitely looking very good. I love this AI sector as of right now. BitTensor finally got CoinGecko finally got the data right for BitTensor, and they're sitting at number 1 for the AI projects in terms of market cap. This is going to be hot. There's a lot of different ones. I've talked about Autonalysis, whatever you want to pronounce it, AGIX. I don't know if Prime should be an AI project, but I got to look more into that. I know you like track, Jay, you like track, but there's a lot of different AI projects here that should do well in the next bull, man. So let's go on to Zoe. What's your narrative, man?
Oh man. So mine is not necessarily a narrative. It's just something I've been looking at. Well, I guess Jay was saying his is in between two. So, I'm always looking at modular blockchains and how to, outsourcing the different, operations to make stuff flow faster and more scalable. But I've been noticing that the sequencer has been a big thing that a lot of people are trying to do it differently. For those people that don't know, the sequencer is just pretty much puts the excuse me, my throat. Pretty much it just collects all the transactions, puts the transactions in order. Just like all the buys and sales of a token. Just put it that way. and it puts them in order, then batches them up, and then sends it back to the layer 1 or whatever. But I noticed at first that Metis, I don't know if they call it Metis DAO or Metis whatever, which is the layer 2 that I guess Vitalik's mom is a part of. They started with having their own decentralized sequencer, and then I found this project called Astria, and they have like this thing that's called a shared sequencer network, and then Eigenlayer has a decentralized sequencer, and it's just like I keep seeing this thing like come back around. So I think it's gonna be maybe you can't straightforward say it's a sequencer narrative, but I'm thinking that projects that are trying to do the sequencer different. I think they'll do well this cycle, and I know it's kind of boring. Like I said, it's not like gaming or anything, but it's kind of like I think Jay was saying last stream, where I think I had made the statement, if people don't understand it, then it may not do well with retail. But he was saying that you can miss a lot of good projects like that if you don't understand these things. So it's just like, if you see somebody talking anything about a sequencer, maybe you look deeper into that project, because it's probably going to do really well.
Okay, I got a few questions for you right now. I got a few questions. What token is Astria? Because I think I went to the wrong one.
I don't know if Astria has a token yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have a token yet. But let me see. I know they don't have a token. I gotta see if they're even gonna have one. But I know that it's a protocol or whatever, and it's gonna be pretty big. Even I think this one I'm still looking into. Even Altlayer I think was doing something with sequencers or something. And I don't know if I should explain that more for people listening or what.
Let me say this. I'm not gonna lie. You probably explained some of these technical jargon the best. I was in your stream. The way you broke down parallelization of EVM was crazy, because I didn't think about 2 cash registers. I was talking about it in my last stream. The way you explained it, you just dumbed it down for like a lot of the audience, not calling no one a dummy, but you just simplified it for them.
Yeah.
And you made it easier for me to understand. I'm like, oh, okay. So I know you'll be able to explain sequencer perfectly, modular, even parallelization EVM. You'll be able to explain all that. So you just give me a little bit more on sequencing, because I also noticed you like projects that also help offload data, especially when it comes down to Ethereum.
Right. So pretty much what the sequencer is, like I said, when I always use meme coins because it's easy. So everybody's buying a meme coin or whatever. Somebody's buying $100 worth. Somebody's buying $1,000 worth. The sequencer it takes all these transactions. Usually the sequencer is on a layer 2. And so it's just looking at all the different transactions. It puts them in the order of which they actually happen. And then it puts them in a batch, and then it sends it back to the layer 1. So it pretty much does the hard work of, put it this way, it keeps all the receipts. Yeah, I'm sorry, let's say it that way. So the sequencer is once again is like the cashier, and it's collecting all the receipts of everybody's transactions, and then it puts the data in order, then it sends it back to the layer 1. Hopefully that kind of sorry, I'm a little sick here too. So but yeah, that's pretty much what it does. It just puts all the receipts or transactions in order on the layer 2. But the thing is, I think there's what Metis DAO has is a decentralized sequencer.
Mm-hmm.
So let me slow down here. So usually with the layer 2s, there's only like a centralized sequencer, which means there's it's like one person in charge of saying, yeah, you bought $100 worth. Yeah, you bought $1,000 worth. Yeah, you sold $500 worth. Mm-hmm. But with the decentralized sequencer, it's like a group of people watching it, and they're all agreeing, so it's not just one person in charge and just running the dictatorship, because they can lie for their homie and be like, yeah, you bought $1,000 worth, and they never bought $1,000 worth. So it makes it more decentralized, where you got more eyes watching and then making sure that this transaction is what the sequencer said the transaction was.
Bro, you went from cashier to receipts. What you got next? Janitors? You got baggers? You got them all.
I don't know if I explained that as well as I want. I'm not feeling too well, but
I understood. If anyone don't understand that, they need to go back to school.
I used to be a teacher and stuff, and so I did it during college or whatever.
Teacher, actor.
But, say that again.
You a teacher, you an actor. You got all the
marriage. Everything. Musician, build computers. I do everything. But yeah, people just teach stuff one way, and then they make people feel like stupid if they can't understand it. I don't think that's right. especially if you're in the crypto space, you want to understand what you're investing in, and that's how you catch good projects early when you actually understand what they do. So I try to break it down so people can understand what they're investing in and not just be happy because everybody's saying the name of a project. They don't know what it does. They just,
Mm-hmm.
Man, I like that. Jay, you wanted to say something?
No, I just wanted to say, just add on to what he was saying about sequencers. Like, we have this whole DeFi, decentralized everything, and what people don't know is like that's the central point of like the decentralized failure. For something like Ethereum, like the whole network could have, 1,000,000 nodes, but if there's a centralized sequencer, it wouldn't matter. So decentralized sequencers are something that's like really coming to everybody's forefront because people are going, okay, we got all these layer twos, we got all this, we got all that, but it ain't truly decentralized because only one person in charge of the sequencer. That sequencer goes down. If that sequencer goes down, we're done, right? It's happened before, not with sequencers, but like when Ethereum went down and the whole Web3 space was done for a day, for a couple hours.
That can't happen again, boy.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing that I think is even better though. Like I said, with the layer twos like Metis and whatever, like, so you got the layer twos like Polygon, Arbitrum, that they have a centralized sequencer. Metis DAO is a layer two that has its own decentralized sequencer, right? Mm-hmm. But what Astria is doing is making a shared sequencer for all the layer twos. So that's even better than like I said, it's cool that Metis DAO has its own decentralized sequencer, but it still only belongs to Metis DAO. Astria is going to be like a decentralized sequencer for all the layer twos to use together.
I'm gonna need you to link me that, boy. Keep selling me on me. I'm gonna need you to link me on that.
Link me on that one, because that's something that's like, that's one of those ones like we were talking about. Like, you might not understand it, but it's gonna be revolutionizing something that like we really need.
Yeah.
Good. Let me look at some of these comments, and I'm gonna look at this poll, give you guys an update on this poll, because we talking about our top narratives right now. And the question of the day is the top narrative for 2024. I see 10% goes to Dpin, 20% goes to AI, 53% goes to gaming, 17% goes to RWAs. Now, I figured gaming would be at the top of the list because that's the easiest thing for people to understand as well. So I figured that was going to be at the top. But I feel like most of these ones that have a bigger infrastructure that the entire world is going to end up using, from Dpin, from AI, from RWAs, I think in the long run, they're going to be bigger than gaming. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check out this comment here. Greg says, do you guys think the market will peak sooner this cycle?
Sooner as in terms of what? Like, is
probably the top
like
of the market.
The top is going to come sooner? I don't think so. I think it'll follow a similar, it'll be off by a month or two, but I think it'll follow similar.
What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, I was of the mindset maybe, 60 days ago that, it's going to top sooner, but to see the way stuff is slowing down, I think they're definitely trying to keep it the same cycle. Because like I said, ETF news was what was pushing the market pretty fast, but you see stuff slowing down again now. And that's why a lot of projects, they know this. That's why they're not even launching right now, and they're still launching later in the year.
That's a very good point.
Those
that are private sales?
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be about the same.
Yeah. If you guys didn't like the video, the stream yet, go ahead and like the stream. We just brought you guys some great alpha from Zoe and Jay. These guys are killing it right now. They smart, bro. All right. Me, I'm not like that. I'm just here. Just enjoying the ride. What's your best Dpin pick out there that you feel is undervalued as of right now? Ooh. We'll talk about this one when I get to my narrative, because my narrative is up next. And then what do you guys think about AFC? What do you guys think about AFC if you guys been looking at AFC? Because AFC, they did just get that $3 million funding from Animoco Brands.
Is that Army of Fortune?
Yeah, Army of Fortune.
Okay. I'm not in there with that, but yeah.
Okay. I'm still very bullish on AFC and AFG. And Ching, I don't know Ching. Do you guys know about Ching?
Change?
I never heard of Ching.
What's that?
All right, let me pull that up real quick.
Ching.
Change whatever this is, like you being able to change money from, it's like an on-ramp. If I'm not mistaken, it's an on-ramp.
Oh, okay.
Oh, change finance. I mean,
Yeah,
how
I
the hell did
think
y'all
it's an on ramp.
spell that?
All right, the
Okay.
new website is coming out soon.
Okay.
I haven't really traded, or it's a store bridge swap. I know it's an on and off ramp. That's what I know.
Yeah, they were around last cycle though. I think too. I haven't kept up with that one.
Jay
Yes, it's
Blaze,
2021.
Native American Jay Blaze. It all depends on the big dog. I got a small bag, and I'll buy some more if BTC go down or inspect breaks its all time high. I don't know if that's a question to someone here.
Yeah, I think he's responding to Jay about inspect.
Okay. Anthony says Astria AI. I don't know what that one is. And Native American says Kyle is super bullish on Nex. Connects is probably going to be the best bridge out there. Could be huge. I know, Zoe, you know a lot about Connects. You made me buy my airdrop back. I even DM'd you and told you I bought my airdrop back.
Which Kyle is that? That's bullish on connects. Is that you talking about chassis?
Yeah, it's probably Kyle Chassis because he has an alpha group as well.
Yeah, pump my bags, guy.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. When you started talking to me about Nex, I'm like, are we talking about the same Nex here?
There is another one out there too.
Yeah, there's like 5. There's like 4 different necks.
Yeah, I told you the story. I got the airdrop across. I even covered it last stream. I got the airdrop across a few different wallets because I'm bridging money from different networks over and over. I try to use multiple different bridges, as they say. Chico Crypto is the best one to say this. Play on different dApps because you never know who's going to pay you, and you get paid to transact and do things on crypto. So I'm over here exchanging on Connects. I exchange on Wormhole. I exchange on Layer 0, MetaMask, all of those. One day I get the airdrop from Connects. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I just go ahead and sell it. It's across different wallets. I just go ahead and sell that bad boy. It's like, I know it's like 1,000 of the tokens that they gave you, 1,000 and some change. I think it was like $100 a piece, 100 and some change a piece. I don't remember where it was at. But I got it across a few different wallets. Once I got it, I just sold them all. And I even told my people in the Discord, I'm like, yo, check if you got this airdrop here. This just, free money. Next thing you know, this man starts talking to me about Next. I see a video uploaded, modular chain, this, that, and the third. I'm like, hold the freak on. Where was this when I was looking at it? I'm like, all right, bet. Let me just go buy my tokens real quick. And I left it there. So I never sold my airdrop. That's pretty much what I'm trying to tell you people. I never sold
Oh man. I'm gonna give me another lozenge. You got me laughing so much.
Don the Don says, damn, I'm late. Yeah, you here, you made it in time. You made it in time. It's crazy how everyone forgot about the metaverse narrative. No, we did not.
Nobody did.
No, we did not. Trust me.
It's gonna take a little time to get burnt out. The ideas in people's heads. Let it cook for a little bit.
I don't know if you want to input anything on Zoe, because we both talked about the root network, and I think Futureverse, that whole whole narrative behind Ready Player One, and not to mention, I think the Apple VR glasses is coming out very soon. That's going to have, how crypto is. That's going to have people look directly into metaverse, and they're going to start to pump a little bit of metaverse bags. You guys got to start looking into metaverse a little bit. I don't know if you guys have any input on AR glasses, Apple's AR glasses, and how it connects to the metaverse.
I think AR is the future, man. Our AR metaverse is the future, I think.
That's for real. Like, I know a lot of people, because we've heard a lot more people have heard the term virtual reality, but AR is so much more dope to me, to be honest.
It's more practical.
Yeah. Just
so it's funny. I used to work for this Web3 company. I won't drop their name. They let me go. They did me dirty, but it's odd. But their main focus essentially was AR, basically turning shopatainment. It's the term shopatainment. Essentially, you can use your phone, and let's say you're watching a music video or whatever. You can scan something that the artist is wearing if you wanted to buy it, and it'll pop up, and you'll be able to buy it right off of your phone just from scanning the item. So AR is definitely going to be a hot topic. It's definitely going to be a hot topic. That's more for the nerds, though.
Yeah. Like when you go into the grocery store and you got your AR glasses on, just look at something. Size will pop up. Price will pop up.
Right.
Is it returned or not? directions on your car. If your windshield is an AR screen, which we already see, directions right there on the thing. You won't even need a dashboard anymore. So I think AR is gonna go crazy.
Facts. That's absolute facts. I actually when I was a kid, I was thinking about how, not a kid but a teenager, how like Pokemon, you could battle Pokemon in real life. That would be hot.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was waiting for that on Pokemon Go.
But I'm still waiting for them to do it.
When you can pull up on somebody in Pokemon Go and battle, bro. If that was happening in that peak Pokemon Go times, that would have been crazy,
bro. Facts. Anthony says a tour. That is in the Dpin narrative, right? You guys know about a tour?
Tour. I know they had some FUD recently. It might be a good time to look at.
I'm not too bullish on them, to be honest, but
yeah, I know they had some FUD that was kind of serious.
I know they were selling like privacy stuff. I'm not too big on the privacy protocols for the long term, because we already seen how they've been getting attacked. But that's from what I know. That's it. And they were supposed to sell like a device. Let me see. I know they're selling like a device. I don't know too much of it, but I do know Crypto Millie is more in tune with this one. Okay. Thoughts on Interlay? Now,
hey, quiet about Interlay.
Facts. Hold. We're gonna bring that up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Interlay. Not too many people really know about Interlay. I remember talking about this last bull market. I even recently made a video on them. Simple terms, bringing Bitcoin onto Polkadot. That's as simple as it gets. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Jay.
You said bringing Bitcoin onto Polkadot. I'll say Bitcoin DeFi.
Cool, yeah.
On Bitcoin Polkadot. DeFi on Polkadot, but Bitcoin DeFi by itself, then on Polkadot. I mean, yeah.
Yo, hold us. This actually kind of went up because it was at a $1 million market cap.
Yeah, it's been growing a little bit.
Who's been buying it?
Yeah, no, they must have had some type of news, because it did have a spike, like a nice spike on yesterday, actually.
I got to see what's going on here.
But a lot of coins, you got to think too, like a lot of coins, as far as like TA goes, y'all, like a lot of coins are waking up just for the simple fact of TA.
Yo, good point. I actually want to ask you guys this one question before I even get to my narrative. You know how people are always low cap hunting right now, right? We're in a time right now in this part of the cycle that a lot of low caps should have ran at least 5 to 10x from their lows. And if they're still low caps, there's something wrong with them. What do you guys think about that?
Could be. Make sure they're building. I always tell people check, man. Like I'll just tell you with a story. I got my first 1000x from a protocol that seemed dead. Everybody thought it was dead. It was a Chainlink competitor. Nobody's talking about Chainlink no more. What I did was, before I sold my tokens, I went on to GitHub and I checked the commits, saying that, oh, they're testing mainnet, they're testing this, they're testing that. So I was like, I'm not gonna sell my tokens. And out of nowhere, it was like, it just woke up. It was getting beat up for a year straight, and it just woke up, and next thing you know, like, I had 1000x. So I would say, if they really have some good tech, sometimes teams do just stop and build because they don't have nothing to promote. So that's I would fair. Just say be kind of like really into, because we've seen stuff like EOS come alive again.
It's crazy about EOS. What about you, Zoe? If you want to add anything to that before we talk about this,
you definitely said that perfectly. Yeah, there's a lot of times, like I was saying that about to be honest, I seen like both of you guys are more in the ecosystem than me, but even Dot, and it's like, with sometimes like people saying how they not marketing or whatever, but maybe they just got their head down and they developing. Because to be honest, even this last week, I've been seeing some stuff come out of Dot, and I'm like, oh, I thought y'all wasn't doing anything, but they actually were.
Dot ecosystem is crazy. Maybe you guys aren't confident on Dot itself, but if you look at that ecosystem, the projects that is building on that ecosystem, is building on that ecosystem, you would understand why so many people are actually bullish on Dot as the overall infrastructure. It's crazy, but that's just a whole nother video for another time. Right now, look at this tweet here, guys. Gorilla basically summarized what Alex Becker's recent video was, which is, his top coins for this cycle here, which he has AVAX, IMX, Beam, Super, Miria, Naka, Vulcan Forge, Wagme Games, Alluvium, Big Time, Polis. This is the Star Atlas. I think this is the Star Atlas DAO. Yep, that is the Star Atlas DAO. Shrapnel, Citus, Alt, S-Fun, Bytes, Paid, Inspect, POW, Blockchain Bets here, VPP. I don't know which one that is. Poker, and then Crown, and then upcoming games is Blood Loop, Chrono Forge, Gunzilla, Play Off the Grid, and Pixelmon. What do you guys think about this project? This list here. Just a quick summary.
I like a couple on that list.
Which ones?
Of course, we got Inspect on there, Shrapnel. I'm really more bullish on Bytes than everybody else. I don't know why.
Yep, we talked about that the last time.
Yeah, we talked about that. But those are a couple that, not a bad list.
Okay, what about you, Zoe?
I mean, he got some good ones on there. Of course, I think Blood Loop is definitely gonna rip. I hear that Super is doing a lot of stuff in the background, so I don't know. I just we're gonna see what they say. They got a lot of big stuff going on. Miri, I wish I could see some more of. Illuvium's too big for me, but I mean, there's some good ones on there. I'm definitely bullish on Shrapnel. So
okay,
Myria too. Myria is a nice one.
I personally do like some of his picks here. Super, I don't know if he's gonna call it a blue chip. I don't know what. I know Elios his mans and all, but like
they said they work on some big stuff, so we're gonna see if they just talking.
I'm not gonna bet against Elio. That's a very smart man. I've been watching that man since he was FUD TV on YouTube. And that's how
he was FUD TV, right?
Yeah, he was FUD TV.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
You got to be here in the early days of crypto YouTube to know who Elio Trade is. FUD TV. So I'm not gonna bet against him, but I think I missed the boat on Super because I don't know how high it can go from here. And if it go to like 15 billion, I'm gonna be hot, but I don't think it's gonna go that high. But
it was a lot higher before. It's only 67 million right now. Talking about super rare, right?
Not Superverse.
Oh, Superverse.
Yeah, it was Super Farm before they made
it Super Farm, and then they just called themselves Super.
Oh, okay.
And then Beam, I like Beam. It's comparable to IMX, of course, but you guys know when it comes to that infrastructure play, I do like G Swift over Beam and IMX. Seriously. And which he has both of these two up there. AVAX, he compares this a lot to Solana. I do see AVAX having that type of Solana run, but you're going to get some good gains in the AVAX ecosystem from Joe, from Shrapnel, from upcoming games like Blood Loop, MetaDOS. There's a lot of stuff coming in that AVAX ecosystem to look forward to. Myria, I really don't know too much of. Naka, I've been telling you guys this. I don't know. I'm tired of talking about Naka. It went from 5 cents to like damn near $2 and some change. This thing is going to be a giant. Once they include, they were supposed to put I think they're adding a wallet onto Telegram. They're targeting Telegram, and that's huge to me. Illuvium, some people don't think it could have a good run. I think it's going to have a good run. I don't know how high. Big time, I've been telling y'all this since last bull when I was buying their NFTs. I told you, watch this team here. This is huge here. Polis had outshine the Star Atlas token itself, so that's good. Citus, I'm more bullish on the DAO token, because I see it having a run like Polis did compared to Star Atlas. Shrapnel, you guys know I don't need to talk about it. I'm in a private sell. I don't know what that is. As fun, I think it's going to be one of the. It's probably going to be the top launch pad. It already is the top launch pad. Bytes, I did like Bytes, but I'm kind of off of Bytes a little bit right now. Paid, I don't think it's going to be as big as he's talking. I still like Paid, but I don't think it's going to be as big. Inspect, I'm very bullish on. POW, don't know too much about. Blockchain Bets, we're going to be talking about some betting soon. And then that's all. And Blood Loop is going to be a very good game. Very, very, very good game. Right now, I'm hoping we keep our entire allocation. They told us that this thing they working things in to get some bigger influencers in. I've been screenshotting it, selling it to my group. They kind of hot because we got on these guys earlier than I think we got on it earlier than Alex Becker. Now I won't say what they do behind the scenes, but I think we publicly talked about Blood Loop earlier than Alex Becker, and that's why we felt like we should keep our entire allocation. But that's besides the point. So my narrative that I think is going to be the biggest I've told you guys so far is going to be Dpin. 6 months ago, I talked about Dpin as a narrative that is going to explode. Very much so another offshoot of just IoT. Just think about it like that. Decentralized infrastructure. Just a whole nother IoT version. You start to see a lot of different articles coming out for it. And the ecosystem for Dpin is actually expanding crazy. Over 650 projects are now emergent in that sector right now when it comes down to Dpin, right? And when you scroll down right now, due to according to Masari, the estimate, I can't even speak. The prediction for Dpin when it comes down to the potential is going to have 10 trillion to global GDP. So this to me lets me know that this potentially is very undervalued at the terms we see it right now. It's about a $13 billion market cap. I think we can see this very high within the next few years. You also see Masari did put out their Dpin sector map. For those that have been around, you guys probably noticed foam here. I love foam. Jay, I feel like you know about foam. Foam network.
Nah, I don't think so.
Mapping the streets, not mapping it, well, it's technically mapping the streets. They have like a bunch of devices back in like in Brooklyn right now, where it's like mapping the towers and stuff. I haven't looked into it too much to explain everything, but this sector right now is pretty hot. I do want to know, before I get too deep into talking about Dpin, I want to know both of you guys' narrative on it.
Oh, like I said, I mean, I'm just really starting to look into it more to really get a grasp of what it is, because I think a lot of people before was just saying like, I think they were just, I mean, which it is, they were just saying cloud computing and GPU sharing and all that kind of stuff, but it's so much bigger than that. And I don't know if they don't, yeah. Like I said, and that's why I try to explain stuff well, because that's not, when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, that's kind of all right, but Dpin is going to be huge, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. I think, as we go into more like decentralizing and stuff like that, I think it's just what has to happen, right? Decentralizing all these servers, having them in different places. But what's interesting with Dpin is like, now you got centralized companies who are coming up with better ways of doing things. And one of the narratives one of like the use cases that I like for it is, for example, like like Wi-Fi. As we get more gaming and more like say for example, metaverse, you're gonna need a ton of computing power and stuff like that just to run some of these metaverses, or for one player who's trying to play this game and run through AR. There needs to be separate areas, geolocated, servers, geolocated, cloud infrastructure for that location. So when you start putting these little small devices in everybody's house, and you have this network kind of spread out to where it's like, there don't need to be these, different kind of towers. It's like right there in that neighborhood, there's a connection that people can use. It's going to be huge, but it also this technology enables the next iteration of technology. You know what I'm saying? It needs to happen for us to be able to do what we want to do next.
I love that. This, once you said it, like, having devices at your crib, this automatically is like your helium, your nodal, right? Even when you look at mobile driving, essentially being able to drive, you got your Dpin, you got your honey mapper, your hive mapper, your Natex, which is coming out very soon with a token, and we're going to talk about that, right? There's a lot of things that Dpin can actually help within this sector, and also AI is a big part of this sector as well. So that's why I said AI could greatly benefit from this. And then of course you got the file storage from Arweave and Filecoin and all of those. So right now, like I said, Natex here. People are starting to talk about Natex. Natex could do an airdrop if you guys have been using the actual app. Is basically you mapping your town. Essentially, you use it as a dash cam on a separate phone or your main phone if you wanted to, and you just drive around, and essentially gives you like their tokens. Well, not their exact tokens, because they don't have a token yet, but they give you like a dummy token that you can actually use to get some gift cards or whatever it is in their like marketplace. And they, not only that, they actually partnered with Dpin, right? Not Dpin. I always say Dpin when I talk about Demo. And you guys may know I'm very bullish on Demo. I've been talking about Demo for the longest. I got their device, and actually one of my guys in the Discord put me onto Hive Mapper, and then I talked to my other guy Bashira on Twitter, who's been talking about Hive Mapper for a long time, and now I'm going to be getting a Hive Mapper as well, because Hive Mapper has been going crazy itself in terms of price. People have been farming this as well. And then the reason I'm looking at the Dpin as a good narrative, especially making passive rewards, is from what I've seen last cycle when it came down to helium. I remember last cycle, people were talking about helium left and right. Web2 people not even in crypto had a helium device, and they would make YouTube videos on it. And then by the time I was going to decide to buy a helium device, the bull market was already ended. And of course, those devices were selling crazy in price.
They were like sold out, right? Never
Yeah,
sold out.
they sold out, and then resellers would like basically trying to rip people off essentially to get it. And Hive Mapper here hit $164 million market cap, and this is just people mining this thing as of right now. And you guys, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it
I
at?
always bring up helium because helium is using Dpin to help. Like in San Jose, helium is actually working with the city to help people do like earn rewards to help them pay for the internet. So like
Yeah.
people who are low income now have this little helium device that they get free internet because the helium is going to pay for it. So little things like that you can do with Dpin is it's pretty crazy.
And helium is looking like it's gonna be a giant. They got that helium mobile. People giving airdrops for that helium mobile token, and they
Oh yeah.
actually have a phone company that is actually partnered in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
so you can get like a phone service for $20 using helium mobile. It's just crazy what they building over there. But if you guys want to learn a little bit more about Dpin itself, have some like some big people talk about it. Go to this space here. It's gonna be on Monday. Go listen to this space. This is going to help you out a lot. You're gonna have some founders over there. You're probably gonna find some new Dpin projects before other people in this space too, just by looking in the crowd, and you're gonna find some new Dpin projects. Um, right now, Coinbase itself is also talking about Dpin. So I feel like a lot of
Hey, can
people.
I cut you off real quick, bro? Because
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go
that
ahead.
was some alpha right there. Everybody pay attention to that. You can sit in the space and find some new projects just by looking at who's in the crowd.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's some alpha. I just had to reiterate that because I'll be doing that.
yeah. No, I go. Listen, that's why I go to a lot. When you go into web, like the Web3 gamer space, you're gonna find some new gaming projects in there that's just sitting. Some of them aren't on the stage; they're just there listening, and you can follow all of them. And you could pretty much do that for every single narrative, or do that for every like crypto. They are gonna have like these big Twitter spaces. Just go in there, listen, and scroll through see who's in the space. Click on their profile, see what they talking about. If there's a project that no one's really even talking about right now, you could follow them and just do your research on them. This is Twitter is the way to do your homework, man. It's the way to do your homework. But
Exactly.
you go to looking at the market caps here, the entire market. There's so many Dpin projects, and it's actually this sector is actually starting to get a little bit bigger from a lot of these other ones. You got Helium IoT up here, Wi-Fi maps. I use this, and they also even give you like a eSIM if you like travel and out the country. You can get yourself a SIM card, electronic SIM card, and you can use it in a other country. Nodal, easy to mine, have it on your device. Foam, this is what I'm talking about. But their marketing is doodle. Somebody put me on to Beware last cycle, not last cycle, last stream. So there's a lot of different things up here. But this is going to also lead me to my biggest deep in project. I think is going to come out this sector, this cycle. It's going to be Peak. Peak is
Oh,
also
definitely.
in the Polkadot ecosystem. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Polkadot ecosystem is not to be played around with. Peak itself is going to be a hot project. They have partnered with, a company called eLoop to bring, as you can see here off the video, to bring Tesla onto like the blockchain. And when it comes down to Dpin itself, I think when self-driving cars is going to be a thing more, then you're going to start to hear a little bit more about Dpin. But it's right now still too early, but this is going to be a project. I got into the private sale of this, and I'm extremely bullish on this. They even put out they even like got a project that's coming out very soon here, which are tokenizing renewable energy assets, essentially tokenizing your batteries for your EVs. This is called Panamo.
Yeah.
Panamo is going to be a huge project because a lot of people are probably going to look to tokenize their EVs as more EVs come out in 2024, 2025, and more people start to drive EVs. You're going to see, I think Panamo is going to be able to greatly benefit from all that, just being able for some people being able to tokenize their EV batteries and things like that. But there's a little bit more to it. I implore you guys to go ahead and go onto their website here. I clicked the wrong thing right now, but you get a better understanding. I did make a video on these guys as well, so you guys can even check my channel out for the video on these guys. They're very early on, and I think they may do an airdrop. I don't know how it works for these guys, but just pay attention to these guys though. And guess how I found them? In a Twitter space with Peak. That's how I found these guys. Um, it's essentially that's and you can see from the following count. Not too many people know about it, but once you start to see the people that's following them from the Dpin connects, all of these guys, these are the ones that you probably want to be in their Twitter spaces and figure out what they're talking about. And Max Take, follow this guy. That's the co-founder of Peak. He's always talking some good stuff. So follow that guy. But that was my narrative for you guys. Oh, Brad is here too. I forgot about Brad. If you guys remember Brad from last cycle, this guy's a good guy. But let's look at some of the comments, man. Let's look at some of these comments. Flux is deep in. I don't know too much about Flux. You guys know anything about Flux?
I don't know too much about Flux either.
Divine AI says Tau versus Cubic. One of these two will have a bright future. You guys know about Cubic?
Yeah, I got some Cubic.
What's Cubic?
I keep hearing about that one.
Yeah, it's similar to Tau. I honestly can't. I was doing some research on it, and I can't tell you much about it. I know it was heavily shielded, but I'm not as bullish on it as I was.
Is it this? I'm looking at the right one.
Maybe that's what
I'm not.
I think so. Mining service Cubic, yeah.
It's
only on. Yeah, it's only on one exchange, I think.
From that website, it didn't look like it was going. Okay.
Yeah, and the website is one of those. It's not a very good website.
It's a trash website. You could just say it's a trash website.
It's a trash website, but I don't really judge it off the website. I notice sometimes when they're coming out with something super crazy, the website be like, eh. But
yeah.
Yeah, there's some comments in here today, boy. There's some comments in here. Let me see. Let me go. Oh, wait. I'm in the wrong area. There we go. Soul. I don't know much about Soul.
Phantasma chain. I've been big on Phantasma. Yeah, I've been big on that one.
Yeah, I know about that one, but I haven't been big on it too much. Didn't they lose like half of the bridges onto that chain?
Yeah, they had some fun. But
yeah. I'm actually very bullish on Dion. I don't talk about it too much, but it's very bullish. Since y'all talking about Dpin, check out Navi. Somebody else in my Discord put me onto Navi, and they connected. They trying to I got the app on the phone as well. It's supposed to be like
Atlas Navi, or which one is it?
Yeah, Atlas is like Atlas Navi.
Okay.
They're similar to Demo. Oh, they actually up today too, and people are looking at this one because it has a lower market cap than Demo. You know how the sector rolls. Once the one altcoin gets popular, people are going to look for the next one to try to ride the wave on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Natex looks like a gem with so many great partners. I'm gonna take a better look at Natex. I know you could buy the device or so. AGI, Dicelium. I don't know. Yeah, someone always tells me about it, but this is what I wanted to bring up. SuiPad. Because I know, Jay, you brought up the last time Sui. What was it? SuiSwap.
Yep, SuiSwap.
Aren't they doing a launchpad too?
Who, SuiSwap?
Yeah.
I don't know. They might be, but like you said, everybody's gonna be doing a launchpad.
I swore. I saw a thing on them. They had put out a tweet.
One of the reasons I just realized this too, like from Sui is like. Or not even Sui. Which one was it? Starknet. Okay, you know how everybody on Starknet got pissed off recently, right? Because of the airdrop.
Wait, they said they're not doing an airdrop?
They didn't actually say they weren't doing an airdrop, but they airdropped the devs. So, and then they came out. You didn't hear about it?
Nah.
Oh man, Starknet. You remember when Ledger Dude was shooting himself in the foot and everybody's like, take the phone from this guy? Starknet was doing the same thing. Founders of Starknet was just basically they called the airdrop hunters e-beggars.
That is what they are. It is true.
Hey. You might be an e-beggar, but at the same time, some of the people was like, bruh, I've had thousands of dollars deployed to your ecosystem for 2 years because you said there was an airdrop coming. So,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So don't be calling me an e-beggar saying that I'm just waiting on the thing. Like your TVL is partly because you told people this airdrop was coming, and now you're saying, hey, we don't like people who just use our protocol because of the airdrop. Then why did you have airdrop hunting? You know what I mean? Why did you have these campaigns? So people were a little pissed off at that, and then they're just like, hey, they did this kind of, trickle down economics where we gonna give the money to the devs and somehow it should end up in the name. It should push the protocol forward if the devs have that money. And of course, the people are just like, man, all the good stats that you guys have, all the TVL lock that you guys use for marketing is because of the e-beggars.
So do you think now that there's no airdrop, do you think that hurts Starknet going into the future?
I think in the short term, yes. Kind of like Sui. Like Sui did something similar, but Sui just said
I thought Sui gave out the airdrop, right?
Sui Swap had an airdrop.
Oh, okay.
Sui had a bunch of airdrop farming and stuff, and they just came out and said, "Oh, but there's no airdrop." But it's not like they promised an airdrop either.
They did the same thing. They did say there could be a potential airdrop, and they didn't give an airdrop as well.
Yeah. So I think it makes sense if it gets people into their ecosystem, but also gets devs. So I think Starknet also is like kind of showing like we need devs. We're offering devs money. A lot of devs are going to Sui, and a lot of devs are sticking with Polkadot. So
say that again.
I said a lot of devs are going to Sui. Like that's why I'm so bullish on Sui right now. Is because like when you look at
I'm at the part where you said Polkadot. What?
No, Sui and Polkadot got a lot of devs.
I just wanted you to highlight Polkadot a little bit more. That's it.
Yeah. They got devs. Like you can't sleep on Polkadot when there's just a bunch of smart millionaires building stuff.
Yeah. Polkadot just need to bring me out to like they need to fly me out to their studio or something. Like the way I'm out here talking about Polkadot, I almost died on a cross the way they coming at my neck in the last video. I'm over here talking about how Polkadot could hit $100. They talking about it might not even hit $10.
Oh yeah. Hey, that might be time to buy, man.
Nah, Polkadot is already close to $10 though. But I'm waiting for Polkadot to get close to the all-time high so I could, make another video. I got to bring up this photo again. Hold on, because this is where the photo came from. This is where the photo came from. You see?
See?
When people start talking about DOP after it hits its all-time high, this is how I'm feeling right here. Because they're gonna be talking about DOP once it get up there. But what's this comment here? Developed by the creative IOTA and Next. What are you talking about?
Which one is developed by the creator of IOTA?
Oh, he's talking about Cubic. He's talking about Cubic.
Okay, Cubic.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, man, it's drawing a blank. I remember I did some research on it. I bought some, but I'm drawing a blank right now, man. I didn't seen 200 projects in the last week too.
All right, let me hear from you guys when it comes down to some, because I see the top narrative right now is gaming, right? Since the top narrative is gaming, I do want to get your opinion on some top gaming altcoins that you guys are probably looking at for this cycle as well, because that's the audience spoke for themselves. They believe we're in gaming, so I need to hear from you guys.
Man, we talked about it last stream, but I stole it from y'all. Elder Room.
Oh, Elder Room. Yeah, you stole that from Zoe, man.
Yeah. I stole that one, and I was like, okay, that one looked kind of good.
Yeah, it's a lot of them out there, man.
I don't know if y'all actually paying attention to like these Twitter spaces, man. Mm-hmm. Nifty Island. Hold on, let me.
Nifty Island.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna drop some alpha in this because after I found so many different games, I'm not gonna lie. Nifty Island. People are talking about this play to airdrop campaign. What the freak is this?
Oh, I saw that, bro. Yeah.
You feel me? Like these guys may be able to be successful because they're pretty much but integrating some of the top NFT projects into the game. And people are going, if this is how a NFT game is going to succeed, by importing other NFTs into their game, and you being able to own these NFTs, you can use your specific NFT and play the game. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. So Nifty Island themselves, and they always doing some type of Twitter space. This is going to be huge. I was in one of the Twitter spaces where everyone was talking about it. That's how I pretty much found out about them doing the game. So you got to play their game to get the airdrop. But let me pull up a few more. I
think Nifty Island is dope. Like having other people be able to use their PFPs in the game is crazy. Or like not even their PFPs, but just a likeness of that project, a Bored Ape, a Chipto X, a Pudgy Penguin you can play. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do with my NFT project. I wanted to have like the avatar being able to, you could have that avatar being plugged into any NFT game. So we're gonna be building on that next.
I think they was trying to do that with Kiraverse too, but I don't know what they're doing right now.
You said who?
Kiraverse.
Yo, so you the guy, my boy. You the guy. You the guy. Because that was one of the plays I was going to talk about too. Look at these guys. This is another one right now. Another one that is looking like it's going to be a good one. This cycle, there's going to be so many. Let me ask y'all. This is going to be an important question. As you guys know, gaming is about to get flooded in this space. How many game projects do you guys think actually will succeed?
Man.
I gotta give y'all. I gotta ask y'all the tough questions, man. I gotta ask y'all a tough question right now, because there's too many games. This thing is getting flooded, and it's a lot of PvP. It's a lot of battle royales. All of these that's coming out. How many of these games do you think is actually going to succeed?
I look at it like y'all not gonna like this, because I look at this like I look at regular games right now. Like, how many first-person shooters are top games? Maybe 3, maybe 4, and then you got racing games, maybe 2. Adventure games. There's a lot more adventure games that are popping off. But I think in every niche of gaming, there might be 2 or 3 that stick around. But to your point, there's hundreds coming in right now, and a lot of them are never going to get released. Some of them are just BS renders that some scams and stuff like that. But I find it very hard to be super bullish on game, like a single game that has a token like long term.
I like that. I like that take actually very much. A lot more people are probably looking for infrastructures over actual single player, single games with an actual token.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about that, Zoe?
I mean, so as far as, like I said, the whole gaming and infrastructure argument, I know that's us in the crypto space. And as far as the games, I'm usually like a balanced type of person, but I really feel like it's going to be either, like Jay said, only those top games are going to be successful, or we probably could get shocked and every last one of the games just go crazy because, I think it's either one. It's going to be either one. Like either only 3 are going to be successful or they all just going to go crazy. But it's so oversaturated right now, to be honest. And that's not even just saying like oversaturated as far as people just throwing stuff together. There's a lot of good ones.
That's true.
So I don't know, man. It's ridiculous.
It's very tough to say because even today alone, I found so many different games. It's crazy, and some of these games actually look pretty good. Like I'm pulling up Kokoda, whatever you want to call this right now. This is actually looking pretty good, right? I just pulled up Overtrip. That's another game that's looking pretty good. I don't know. To be honest, I think there's going to be a hot take. I think there's going to be four, maybe 5 that are going to be at the top of the echelon games. That may be your play off the grid with Gunzilla, Dead Night or whatever you want to, Dead by Society by Midnight, Shrapnel, Big Time, and I feel like I'm missing one more, but I can't think of it. But there's going to be so many other games that's coming out. Once again, it's going to come to the success of the players that play in this game and the content creators. The content creators are the marketers for the games. If no content creators, creating the hype for this game, it's not going to succeed. But if you got somebody like, let's say, I don't know if you guys are into the Fortnite scene when it was hot. You had a bunch of content creators like Tfue or whatever his name is. Who else you had? Back in Call of Duty days, you had some other guys there. If you're able to get that, like seeing those Web 2 streamers and they play one of these games and they're excited about it, then I think we can see more games be more successful. But until then, I feel like it's going to be like 5 games that's probably going to be the hottest ones. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about.
Even about Illumia, the fact that they got that Web 2 gamer, Lazy Peon, the fact that he's helping them out now, I think that's going to be even more bullish for it. Like, it's not that many games in the Solana ecosystem, but Illumia already looks great. But the fact that they're going to have a streamer with a million, millions of followers playing and helping them, I think that's really going to help the game.
That just reminded me of AOF Verse. They actually had a recent Twitter space, and in that Twitter space, so if you guys don't know about AOF Verse, they actually have like 3 characters or 2 characters that have like over 3 million subscribers, but not subscribers, TikTok followers. One is called Peak, the other one is something else. But
yeah.
Yeah, so they got they got a what you call it, following that they could actually market to. And the fact that Animoca Brands, you see this $3 million into this. That's for the AFG token, by the way. So people are probably, I think people are probably going to stray away from AFC.
Yeah, I'm trying to get AFG myself.
Yeah.
Especially, damn, y'all should have told me. I would have got y'all in, bro.
Oh man.
I talked to the lady. I talked to look. I talked to one of the what's her name? I don't need to show the. I don't need to show. I don't need to show our DMs, but you can see we follow each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, you could.
I got on the call. I got on the call with her. Try to figure out. Try to get some alpha.
Right.
Oh, you in with Coco, man? What the?
Yeah.
Listen. I'm out here trying.
I follow too. Don't follow me back.
I'm trying. I'm trying. So they have brought up those their Peak and the other guy in there. So I think that AOF is probably going to be a top mobile games, and I think you're going to have different game sectors. Just like Jay said, there's going to be different sectors where games could actually be hot, and I think mobile gaming could be with Ready Games, who's going to be leading that one.
Mm-hmm.
Have AOF. There's another mobile game that's coming out, but yeah, the gaming sector is getting hot. I didn't even ask you, so what game project you got for me?
Man, I'm now that Jay said what he said earlier, I think it's going to be a couple of games that in each, how do I say this, different types of games. So like you see, you got the first person shooters, all the army shoot 'em ups or whatever.
Oh, each genre.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but one that is kind of stands out, and they got different types of partnerships. I think Pet Hooligan's going to be pretty big.
You said what? Pet Hooligan? That's actually another good one. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So there's something different, but those saturated markets, it's gonna be one or two maybe, but I don't see too many like Pet Hooligan.
I'm not following. I
mean, they got Hollywood partnerships and stuff like that too. So
yeah, ain't people playing the game right now?
Are they? I haven't even looked in on that.
I'm seeing the space is more like Pet Hooligan is gonna be like a game that I could see being played on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because this remind me of that painting game on the Switch. So this is gonna be hot, especially with the kids. Gaming is exciting, man.
Yeah.
Gaming,
or a mobile game. I think mobile games too, is kind of untapped in Web3 still.
That's a fact.
Mafia, Heroes of Mafia too.
Heroes of Mafia, yep, that's a good one right there. I'm trying to pull up the game I was looking at. I can't. I'm just on my list real quick, pulling it up. Where did it go? Did I not save it? I probably didn't save this thing, bro. Well, but there's some hot games coming out. One I'm recently looking at right now, because right now I'm trying to close out the deal for this private sale right now. So it's MetaDOS. These guys on Avalanche as well. It's another battle royale that's looking pretty good. So, but that's pretty much it, man. I feel like we had a good stream today.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. You guys had any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts you want to give?
Did y'all hear about G Swift airdrop season?
Yep, you already know we heard about
that. I just had to throw that on stream real quick.
Yeah, man. I'm probably not gonna get the airdrop, but because I ain't qualify. Right, hold on. Don't fuck with Duel right now. Great idea. Where's tokenomics? Y'all know about Duel? Right?
Man,
didn't we talk about Duel?
They did some weird stuff, man. First, I thought it was Rainmaker. I thought they was just switching from Rainmaker and changing the ticker to Duel, but then they changed the name to Game GPT, and I don't know. It looks. I mean, I ain't trying to flood nobody bags, but it looks a little scammy right now. I already didn't like when they were doing the token transfer thing, but I was like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. It's not looking good right now. I could be wrong, because Animoca supposed to be backing them and stuff, but I don't know, man.
Is it Game GPT?
Yeah, they changed it to
Dual Network.
Nah, it's Game GPT. Now I don't know nothing. I stood away. I stayed away from this game really, because once they changed their vision from the Rainmaker token to this,
right?
To me, it was a red flag. That's what I talked about the last time. Rebranding. I'm not always a big fan of rebranding. especially if it's gaming and you stayed in the same sector. So this is one Rainmaker Games. You stayed in the same sector. You just probably didn't have, the success you was looking for with that.
And they got new tokenomics too.
Yeah,
So,
everything is
new
new.
tokenomics.
I don't even know if they had this because they had good VCs when it started as Rainmaker, but I don't even know if they still behind it anymore.
yeah, I actually really have no thoughts on it. Maybe it'll succeed. I know it had a little hype for a few days or so.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, since it came out, hold on.
Yeah, it's been going down. Double top.
Damn.
Because it was supposed to launch it 3 times. So they had the last token, and say if you had $1,000 worth of tokens, it was supposed to be worth 3,000 at launch because they 3x the price. So everybody just dumped off the I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
Anthony says it went from 100 billion to 2 billion in 2 months.
100 million to 2 billion in 2. Oh, so they just dumped on everybody.
Oh, they caught y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they must have
dumped.
That's
what he's saying. Okay.
They did y'all dirty.
They released 2 billion tokens in 2 months. Oh, law.
Here's the thing: it wasn't like a token transfer where you take your old tokens and you just swap them out. They were saying you had to stake them for a while to swap them, and it just was too much. That was weird.
Stake them to swap them?
Let me ask: would y'all consider this a rug?
I believe that's what they were saying.
Would y'all consider this a rug?
They did pretty much if the tokens went into circulation like that.
I think it's a slow rug right there. Not a slow rug, but I think it's a rug.
Could be.
They just dumped the entire supply pretty much on y'all.
Yeah, that new site of what it's saying AI making games or whatever. It looks pretty trash though. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It had a little hype for a quick minute, bro. I see.
It looks like that's one of the ones that looks like it was doing what I was talking about. Just put together a nice little promo. Got some AI. Told the AI make a gaming video and then put it on the website. Say we gonna make a game out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So you guys want to check out Solana?
Check out.
What's that? Solana.
Yeah, Solana. You guys want to check that out?
Solana. I never heard of it.
Hold on, but I didn't get you guys' thoughts on this though. Because I went live by myself on Thursday though. So let me pull this up real quick before we get closer to the end of the stream here, because I don't want to keep you out too long. But let me pull this up here.
I think Press was doing.
The Solana Phone 2. What's the thoughts on the Solana Phone 2? Are you guys getting the Saga 2?
Man, I already ordered mine.
For real?
He DM'd me. We DM'd each other. We was talking about that.
For real?
But hold on.
I have my receipt.
Hold on. You know this thing is going crazy right now. Let me post this for you guys.
Solana Phone is really getting that much hype, huh?
Yo, the Chapter 2 phone hits 30,000 pre-orders in 30 minutes, bro.
That's
y'all DJing it out here, bro.
Yo, it's because the phone pays for itself.
Does it? What is it? Does it mine or something? What does it do?
It's the airdrops they essentially give you.
Oh, so you get airdrops from having the phone,
right? But hold on, that's not it. That's not all I need to ask y'all, because this space is getting a little too hot. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up because you guys probably didn't see it. I need to hear. Well, actually, I know Zoe because I sent it to Zoe, but I need to hear your opinions, Jay.
I think I know what you about to show me right now.
I need to hear this. That Joan phone.
The AVAX phone, yep.
That Joan phone.
Hey. Hold on. I got something I want you to because I was laughing at all these phones popping up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, like it's crazy because didn't Marquise say that the Solana phone was like the worst phone released this year or something like that?
Yep, he did review it. He gave it the worst phone.
And honestly, I think that's why they ended up, Solana community was like, you know what? Let's sell that shit out. Like, whatever. But check out your DMs right now, EA. Y'all know who did it first with the phones, man. And you can mobile mine on the phone, bro. Show them.
This is not, a lot of people don't know about this one. This is like, you had to be an OG in the space, man.
ETN did it first, Mike.
That Electronium drop.
Yup. The
Oh,
crypto
Though you know
phone
about
is an idea
Electronium?
that's been around. Yep, Electronium, ETN. That's the first. ETN is actually my first crypto I ever bought. I got into the ICO. And while I was waiting for my ICO tokens is when I started pulling up everything else. But ETN, they had all this marketing hype. The people who created the tokens were marketers. So once they were trying to go to market, and then they're realizing like, hey, all this stuff we was trying to build ain't even that easy to build. So they came out with the phone. You know, they came out with like, and it was just an Android that they rebranded. You know,
Bro, I knew Electronium. I actually bought some of this. They had sold. You said they some marketers. They had sold me all right. I had downloaded the app on my mom's phone, on my phone. I was minding this joint every day. I was checking my wallet on this, and I'm surprised to see it's at a $41 million market cap still.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see it's right there too. I was like, what? They're actually still doing something?
It don't make. Hold on. Why they got a video from? They got a video from Altcoin Buzz here. Yeah, that had to be a minute ago.
That had to be old. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking at these guys really, but they did it first though. Did you even see my tweet when I said what if all blockchains had a phone?
No, I didn't see that tweet, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, everybody talk about the phones, huh?
Because I think Altcoin Daily said, what if Cardano had a phone?
Oh no.
I'm like, so what if all blockchains had a phone? I'm buying dot phone.
Every blockchain have a phone, yeah. I'm buying track phone, Luxo phone.
I think we're going. We probably gonna see some blockchains add some phones to their thing.
I would not buy a Cardano phone.
Yeah. You wouldn't buy a Cardano.
It's gonna be rotary.
Hey, they're gonna try to convince you that rotary's better.
Yeah, that's exactly like Charles.
I ain't buying that. Charles is selling, bro.
Man, all right, football going on. So we're gonna close out the stream. Y'all got any closing takes? Let's start off with Jay, man. What you got?
Yeah, y'all subscribe to the channel. Check out the free Patreon. Won't be free for long. Let's get it.
What about you, Zoe? Shout out to Zoe, man.
Yeah, same thing. Subscribe to the channel when you get a chance. Join the Patreon if you want some help this bull cycle. Find us some good picks.
Yeah, I heard the guys, man. Yeah, I gotta check out their channel. Of course, you guys know you already tuned into my channel, so I don't need to tell y'all to check out my channel. But subscribe to the Patreon if you guys want to get into some upcoming projects. Private sales. Check out some football today. Go Ravens. Go Bills. Go 49ers. Who else am I missing? Go Lions. I don't know about y'all. I'll check you guys later. Peace.
Smash them likes. Peace.